Thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. Glad you made it. I wanted to do a quick video on some of the things that I see as a veteran community and what we need to do collectively to make sure that we protect, preserve, expand, and revamp all of the benefits that we have, right? So whether we're protecting and preserving the ones that we already have in place, right? If we don't use them, we'll lose them. So we need to make sure that we're doing that. Having the awareness that we, as a veteran population, are decreasing. So with that, we need to increase the numbers that are actually utilizing benefits in order to keep things moving along, right? If everybody stopped going to the VA medical facilities, they would close up. If we stopped filing claims with the VA, that would shrink. So want to make sure that we collectively work together, because what I've seen is there's been a lack of maybe it's awareness in the veteran world, the veteran sphere, if you will, of different committees and commissions and boards that are out there that are talking about all these different benefits and different things for us. And there's nobody there from the public. It's the people that are the board members, or it's the commission, the commissioners, or it's the committee members. And maybe if you're lucky, at the state level, you might get 2, maybe 3 members from the public listening in and hearing what's going on. That's going to affect your life, right? Affect my life. And if we don't at least peek our head in and let people know that we're watching and listening, things might not go the way we want. So I'm not here asking anybody to jump up and create a fourth job for yourself and become a committee member or commissioner or spend all this time researching things. But it would be nice if we did peek in. And even if you didn't say anything, just being another person who is witnessing what's being said and talked about with regard to our benefits, whether it's expanding them or decreasing them, because that does happen as well. I know of several instances, one of which would be a state was looking to close down one of its veteran homes, and that's not a good place to be. And if those discussions are happening, we should probably know up front. As a veteran community, in my opinion. Revamping and expanding our services. Some things are kind of stale. I did a video that we talked about CHAMP VA, which is the kind of like a supplemental health insurance for spouse and dependents. And, there's that program, although well-intended, doesn't really execute the way that it should. Maybe that needs to get revamped. But if we're not talking about it and we're not leaning forward and we're not talking to the right people, it's just going to stay the way it is, because people are just going to assume that it's fine because nobody's complaining about it. So, revamping that's important. Expanding into different areas. I'll tell you that the assets and infrastructure review earlier this year for the VA, it looks at the veteran population and it talks about shifting or expanding things as we migrate or move around and what have you. So based on our addresses in the VA system, what does that look like with regard to care? How far do you have to travel? All that type of stuff. But also, and almost in my mind, more importantly, is we're looking downstream. One of the things that they're indicating, and this may come as a no-brainer, but it's in writing, right? So is the fact that there is a huge projection of an increase in the need of skilled nursing and memory care type services for our veteran population. And, I'll tell you that right now, you call up any state, no matter what state you're in, get a hold of your state veteran homes. Okay, these are the veteran homes in your state. Smaller states may only have 1 or 2. Bigger states might have, 7, 8, 9. I think Texas has 9. California has, I think, 8. So these veteran homes, right? So these veteran homes are, for the most part, for 55-year and older veterans, homeless veterans in need of long-term care, or disabled veterans in need of long-term care, and their spouse or domestic partner is also welcome. So the important thing here is when you call and you find out, hey, look, if I had my father needs to get in, or my grandfather, or I need to get in, or grandmother, or or mom, or whatever, right? You get the point. If you have someone or yourself that needs to get in to a facility for long-term care, skilled nursing, and memory care type services, you could be looking at a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 year wait time. Well, if the numbers are projected to increase, don't you think that we should be increasing the capacity of these homes? I do. So what's going to happen? Are they talking about it? Are they not talking about it in your state? Is there anybody championing it, leaning forward, pushing forward? At the end of the day, this is kind of a light call to action video. Everybody who watches these has enough interest in vested interest in veteran benefits and services that, hey, if you can make it to one at the local level, your county that you live in, there might be a military or veteran affairs type of a committee or a commission. At the state level, there's a board, maybe veterans board, and they might have quarterly meetings or a meeting every other month or whatever. If you can make it to these and just be a fly on the wall, listen to what's going on, chime in if you want to, don't chime in, take notes, think about it, write a letter, send it to your state assembly person, your state senator, send it to your congressional member if it's obviously if it's federal or state, right? So these are the ways that we collectively can get what we need for ourselves. And I'll tell you, the people that come behind us are really going to thank us if we lean forward a little bit. Sadly, the people before us that are watching these videos, the people from, World War I, they didn't, have the ability, the people from World War I, World War II, have the ability to go out and really lean forward to make this stuff happen for us. As much as we have the access and the ability to do today. I'll say at a minimum, if you've made it this far through the video, it's been 7.5 minutes now. If you made it this far through the video, at a minimum, what we should do is we should be, and I'm not just saying my videos, right? Anybody who does veteran-specific information, subscribing and liking videos, helps to grow the channels, which then gives us a louder voice. And I'm not going to speak for everybody. I just know me, right? And I know that I do it already, so I'll continue to do it, is lean forward, have conversations. I'm not afraid to pick up the phone and call the chair of the Military and Veterans Affairs Committee for Congress or for whatever state and say, hey, look, this is messed up and we need to fix it. And here's how we can fix it. And here's some of the drivers and what have you. So it's going to be better the more influence that I can wield with having a higher count, right, of subscribers, right? So the louder voice that I can have. But this is just one way that we can lean forward and really start to affect change. Again, thanks for making it this long. I know I got a little long-winded. It's just been on my mind. So I will also, and I've said it before, I'll be putting together a survey and linking it into a description, not this one, but soon, probably after the holidays. I'll go ahead and send out a survey to everybody who's wanting to at least give some feedback and some direction on what we can do as a veteran community, right? Many hands make light work, and remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong. Have a great one.